to immigrate successfully, not only to Canada, to any country, is for you to understand the process. It's for you to have somebody who can put you through that process, somebody who has done it for himself. Imagine somebody staying back in one corner of one street in Lagos or in Abuja or Port Harcourt, an agent who has never been to Canada before, talking to you about putting millions of naira down because he has one connection to somebody in Canada. It does not work like that, okay? And by the time you start marketing this product, people will start asking you certain questions based on their personal experiences with different agents, with different things. And I don't expect you to have all the answers. And that is why I'm here. What I'm trying to do today is to give you an insight into how the process works, so that at least if you are asked a question, you can give a little bit of information back to your customer before referring them back to me. And that is the whole essence of this whole thing. I'm not saying you should go and represent me as an agent. I don't even like people to call me an agent, okay? I like to put myself in that position whereby people can refer to me as somebody who can give them insight and education. And if they now personally want me to help them to look into so many things, then we can discuss that at a later time. But the most important thing to me is giving people valuable information and valuable content. So between 2018 and 2019, when the fourth version was released, we had a lot of success with that. And very many people, I know when it comes to relocation, JAPA matters, people like to keep their privacy. People don't like their information to be put out there, Nigerian mindsets, and some people will tell you that I don't want people to know about me and things like that. So there are a lot of things I can't bring out, right? There are a lot of things I can't show you because of issues that have to do with privacy and people that are involved. But when it comes to success around this product, the happiest period in my life is when I go to the airport and I meet people, children, family. I still did one like 2 days ago. I'm going to do another one on Saturday. A family coming from Ibadan. On Saturday again, I'm going to be meeting them at the airport, because that way you see people who are starting a new life somewhere, and they can attribute their success to what you have done for them. Okay, so that is the history of the blueprint. So between 2018 and after 2019, COVID started, and because COVID started, it affected a lot of things around Canadian immigration. Okay, for a whole year in 2020, the number of people that were admitted to Canada reduced drastically. And the government and the immigration authority here, they decided to change a lot of things. Some of you are very much aware. Maybe some of you even have your application under processing right now. Maybe you have family members who have gone to Canada, who have gone to UK. There was a lot of backlog of applications in Canada between 2020 and even the early part of this year, just because of the effect of COVID and so many things that were happening. And that also led me to look inward and see how can we bring up something that is much more valuable, something that can accommodate all the different changes that have happened due to COVID. And that was what led to what you guys have today, the Canadian Relocation Blueprint 3.0. And as I always tell people, COVID created both crisis and opportunity as far as immigration is concerned. Today, I can tell you that because COVID affected the economy of Canada to an extent, it has also created a lot of job opportunities. As a matter of fact, when the government was drafting the budget for this year, over 70% of what they plan to do in the country this year was hinged around immigration. Okay, I was driving my younger brother around today because he just came 2 days ago, and it was like Canada is as big as a continent. Okay, this is the second largest country on earth in terms of landmass. Canada is bigger in landmass, much more than China. Maybe some of you are hearing that for the first time. Canada is bigger in landmass, much more than the United States. The only other country that is bigger than Canada in terms of landmass is Russia. Okay, so you can imagine that. And with all those massive landmass, guess how much is our population? We are just around 38 million people. If you had Lagos to Kano and to Ibadan, the population of people in Lagos, Kano, and Ibadan is far much more than all of us in Canada. So you can imagine 38 million people in a country bigger in landmass than China. It's a massive landmass here. Very, very massive. I live in Ontario right now. In landmass, Ontario is bigger than Nigeria. If you doubt it, go to Google right now and type Ontario landmass, Nigerian landmass, compare the data. So that's the country. And what the total population in Ontario? Ontario population is less than 20 million. So you can see the need for a country that big, where we have a lot of natural resources and so many things. The driving mechanism for the economy in Canada is immigration. Don't allow anybody to bamboozle you. What drives the economy here is immigration. And that is why it is important for us to understand it. And for me as a Black person, as an African, when I see people from China, I see people from Philippines, because people come here from different parts of the world. I also want to see as many Black people as possible who knows what they are doing, who can also call this place their home. Those are the things that drive my actions and everything that I do in this regard. So without wasting too much time, that was what led to the Blueprint 3.0 course. Okay, when I created it, I got feedback from people who have used the 2018 and 2019 version. We look into all those things. How can we improve on it more? How can this course also accommodate the new things that have happened due to COVID? How can this course also show people other ways to move to Canada beyond just coming as a student or beyond just coming as an express entry person? How can this course accommodate so many complex issues around Canadian immigration? And that was why this course was created, okay? And I've worked on this for close to 2 years now before bringing this to the market. And I personally know, I've tested this product myself. I shared with some of you that came to the Telegram group earlier what I have done. I've done a sampling of some of my subscribers, even those who have bought from me in the past, in 2018 and 2019, they still bought this new course. I've tested everything around to know, to get feedback from them. What do you think we can improve? What do you think we can change? What do you think about the process? How do you think this product can help somebody else? These are the things I've done myself before eventually coming to the market. Okay, so let's proceed. So what I want to do right now for you guys is to do a quick walkthrough of the course for you. You see, why this is very important is because by the time your subscriber or your customer or your client, by the time they buy the course, you don't even know what they have bought, because if you have not gone through it yourself, you may not have a good idea of what they are reading or the videos they are watching. So why I will not, if I want to start from now and walk you through each of those videos, we won't be here, we'll still be here for the next 3 hours. But I want to do a quick scan of the Blueprint course itself, the video bonuses and everything, so that you can have a bigger picture of what your customers are getting after buying this course. So this is why what I want to share with you now is very, very important. So I'm going to stop my screen sharing now. I'm going to take you, I'm going to share other screens so that you guys can see what I'm saying, and you can now know what your customers are getting when you buy the Blueprint 3.0. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see what they are getting. In 2019, this is what I did. I created a Blueprint report only and gave some other bonuses, like some other short blueprint, like some other, like where to live in Canada, how to prepare for IELTS. I gave some IELTS materials, and these are the things we did in 2018 and 2019. But in 2022, I've expanded the Blueprint course, the Blueprint material that we are seeing on its own. It has been expanded to accommodate new changes. It contains links that goes to the bonuses, as we soon see. I will now show you the bonuses after going through this, so that you can have a pretty much clearer idea of what your customers are getting. So when they buy the Blueprint, this is what they first read, okay? And now let me quickly take you here so that you can, I want you to see this. When they order the Blueprint, it brings them here. I don't know if you can see this screen. It brings them here so that they can download the Blueprint, and then they can click here to get the bonuses. When they click on the Blueprint there's going to bring them here. Then you can read the Blueprint. Okay, so this is the main course that they will read, and I have my legal disclaimer here. I'm somebody who believes in the law, and I also say it here loud and clear. The author of this report, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I don't provide services as an immigration lawyer. I don't work for the IRCC. I don't work for the Immigration and Refugee Board. I don't work for the Canadian Border Service Authority. I don't work for the government of Canada as regards immigration, okay? Because I make those things very, very clear so that people don't misquote me and misrepresent me anywhere. Okay. Now, when you look at global immigration, you will see all these things there, and I explain some things here that as you are reading through this book, you will be able to ask yourself certain questions. Am I really ready to move to Canada? What exactly do I need to do from now on? Do I have the resources to do this? And because the way I wrote this material, I wrote it in such a way that people can have a total understanding of the whole process, from how much it will cost and the things they have to do. And these are different things. That is a picture of the current Prime Minister and his cabinet there in Canada. And you can see this map between 2019 and 2021. Nigeria was the fourth country with the largest number of immigrants coming to Canada in 2019. In 2020, we moved down to, we are still in 2019, we were number 4. In 2020, we were number 5. In 2021, we jumped to number 3. So if some people are saying people are not coming to Canada, how are they doing it? People are coming to Canada every day. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. People are coming to Canada every day. This is pure statistics to show you that Nigerians are coming to Canada. Okay? And you can see that's my picture, my wife's picture. We gave them wrong assumption, because people have this wrong assumption that it's very tough to come to Canada. It is tough to come to Canada when you don't know what you are doing, when you don't have somebody who can guide you to the right path, or when you're not willing to do what you have to do. And that's what some people believe it's so tough to come to Canada. So these are different things. And let's start from here. So in 2018 and 2019, when I wrote the book, I was not referring to any, I was not giving them any link to click. But in 2022, this particular 3.0 edition, when I write, I give them a link. When they click on this link, it will take them to a particular video to watch. That video will now explain further some of the things I've been talking about in that particular place. How to brainstorm for the process. You just don't build a house without planning. How do you brainstorm? What do you put into consideration? So these are some of the things that your customers will get. It's a 93 pages document. Very interactive. When you start, you must finish it because of the way I wrote it. Okay? And you will see there are a lot of graphics, different things people can see, walk through how to open an account, how to create an account. So I did all these things so that your client, your customers can get value for their money. I share with them how they can look for a job from Nigeria to Canada. I made references to certain companies that they can apply to. I did all these things so that people can get value for their money. And on like that, we continue to see that as a permanent resident or as a temporary resident have been captured, even if you are a nurse. As a matter of fact, I'm coming up with another bonus product. I'm even making another powerful course coming up very soon for nurses in Nigeria, if they want to come to Canada, what they need to do before they leave Nigeria. Because I have a personal experience with that, because my wife here is a nurse. So I know what it takes to be a nurse in Canada. And if anybody is coming from Nigeria to Canada as a nurse, there are certain things they need to do before they leave Nigeria. So there are so many informations in my head that I want to push out there, and I want you guys to be the people who will drive this and make money in the process. And that is why I'm explaining all these things to you. So this is like a walkthrough of the blueprint itself, the Atlantic Immigration Program. It used to be a pilot program. It is now a full-fledged program for those who want to move to Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and all the Atlantic provinces. I explained the details in this blueprint. And this Atlantic one, I did not explain it in 2019 and 2018, because then it was not a full-fledged program. It was just a pilot program. The Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program, I explained this. I lived in a rural community in Canada for 5 years. I know what it means to live in a rural community. That picture you are seeing there was taken by myself. I was driving from a town of 5,000 people to another town of 10,000 people. And when I say a town of 5,000 people in Canada, there's nothing you need in that town of 5,000 people that you will not get there. When I was living in that particular place, I buy things from the US, buy things from China, they will drop it in front of my house. I bought cars in that place. There's nothing I need that I don't get there because of the facilities and infrastructures that have been put in that place. So this is a picture I took with my phone. I was driving when I took that picture. So you can see a lot of things. I put a link of all the communities in Canada that runs the Rural and Northern Pilot Program. All of them, those are their links. Okay. I also talk about the refugee program. how you can move to Canada if you want to do refugee. In my head, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that I know from Ekiti State who are today Canadian citizens and they came here as refugee. There are certain things I cannot say here because time will not permit me. But there are things that people do, and when you look at it according to the law, it's legit. I wrote about them in this book. These are pictures. Everybody you see in this picture, this was captured by CNN when President Trump became the president in America, and people were thinking that things would not be easy for them because they are illegal immigrants in America. People cross the border in droves from the US to Canada. Today, many of them are Canadian citizens. Everybody we are seeing these pictures, I'm using this picture not because I was the one who took this one, but it went viral. It was all over the internet. If you Google it, you will see the picture yourself. So I'm not breaking any rule. It's already in the global domain. Every one of them here, they are all Nigerians. Okay, they cross from the US to Canada. Today, many of them are permanent residents, many of them are Canadian citizens, and that is it. So, and you will see the different things, how the refugee system works, because it's like a case. Because what you are saying is, as a refugee, there's a problem in my country, and I'm running for my life. And the United Nations law says that you, as a human being, if you are running for your life, you can do that in any way. It means that if something is pursuing me and I'm running for my life, I can run into another country that I believe is safe for me, even if I have to do it illegally. That is why they call them refugees. So people who are refugees are not expected to have all their papers documented. If you are running, you have time to carry your passport. You don't have time to carry your passport. So, but because there are a few loopholes in the law, people hide under the loopholes and they legitimately become permanent residents in Canada. That's the discussion for another day. I wrote a little bit about it in this particular book. I wrote about family reunification. One of the ways to come to Canada without any wahala that you are doing paperwork, IELTS and whatever, is when you have a family here. Your family member can sponsor you. Those are my parents there when they came visiting in 2019. Okay, if you are a parent in this meeting and you feel you are too old to come to Canada, please, I want to beg you. If you think you are too old to come to Canada, help your children to come to Canada. Because when your children come to Canada, even as an international student, you can come and visit them with unrestricted visa access. They won't deny your visa as a parent. They don't deny visas. I've seen a lot of international students in Canada that their parents have come to greet them from Nigeria endless times. That is one benefit. And eventually, you can now apply for permanent residency for your parents. They will not ask them for IELTS, they will not ask them for anything. The same thing, there's also a particular class of visa called spousal visa. Spousal visa means that if you are in Canada as a permanent resident or a citizen, and your wife is outside Canada, you can do spousal visa for your wife, you can do spousal visa for your husband. They don't need to write IELTS. Many people will not tell you about this. Okay, these are different ways that people can come to Canada, and I've shared all these things with your customer. I also went further to talk about the cost. How much really it costs to move to Canada? Okay, and I broke it down from application fee to tuition fee if you are coming as a student, to cost of medicals, to study permit fee, international passport based on the prevalent rates in Nigeria at the time I wrote this book, and everything so that you can have an idea. And some of you are asking me, your customer is asking you how much, when you are now giving your customer all the information, what else do they want to buy from you? You understand? So I'm not saying you should not give your customers some information, but when they are asking you everything and you are just telling them everything, what else will they buy from you by the time you have finished giving them all the information? But that is up to you to decide. Anyway, but my job is also to make sure that your customer who have bought my blueprint will understand the cost, what it will cost them. Now, raising money for Canadian relocation. One of the major challenges for many people in Africa, especially Nigeria, where I came from, is that so many people are interested in moving to Canada, but they don't have the resources. There are three main challenges to Canadian immigration, and I'm still going to deal with it in this training. The first one is adequate and credible information from a reliable source. You can't tell me you're a reliable source if you are not in Canada. You can't tell me you're a reliable source if you have not done it for yourself. I have met all those standards. I did it for myself. I've lived here. I've given back to children here. I've worked here. I've studied here. I know how these things work. The second challenge is money, resources. If you don't have money, there's little you can do, because there are different things in the process. If you are coming as a student, you pay your school fees. If you are coming as a permanent resident, you get passports. You do this, you will do that. So you know what I did for you guys? Because I am also an affiliate of Expertnaire. Maybe some of you don't know. I am also an affiliate of Expertnaire, and I also promote the 72IG in a little way. So I incorporated the 72IG here so that you can use this particular product to also sell your 72IG products. But the link I have in the book is my own link. So you have to follow up on your own customer that if you are interested in 72IG products so that you can be able to raise money for your immigration, this is my own link. That is your own job to do, because I cannot incorporate everybody's link into this book. There's no software that I can use to do that for now. So, but I have created something for your customers to link back to you again as a 72IG client. Because that way, if they know, let me put it to you this way. If somebody buys your blueprint and the person knows what he's doing and the person loves the blueprint, your job is to now ask that person, follow up on them. Do you like the blueprint? I can tell you that 8 out of 10 will tell you that they love the blueprint based on the statistics I've done and the feedback I've gotten. Now, encourage those 8 people, ask them, what is your problem? What do you think will be a challenge for you? I can tell you that out of those 8 people, 5 will tell you that it is money. Now, what you now need to do is to encourage them to become an affiliate and promote that particular product that they have read themselves that they love. That way, they'll be happy, they can raise money by promoting the product. Everybody have their own cycle of influence. Statistics have shown that every man living on earth have an average of 10 to 30 people that they can influence one way or the other. I repeat it again. Statistics have shown that every man living on earth have an average of 10 to 30 people that they can influence easily. So that's your customer that have gotten this brief from you can possibly sell the same blueprint to at least 10 people within his circle, and at the same time start making some money from there. But before he can start selling to 10 people, he must become an affiliate. And that way you can send this person your 72IG affiliate link and also help them to get set up in that direction. So that is one way to raise money for Canadian relocation that I put there. And after I finish writing everything, I now ask them a question: what would you do with all you have learned? That way, somebody who have gone through this particular book can sit down and brainstorm. And I've asked so many questions, the reason why they have to do it. I've also now give a summary of what you need to do. Maybe the 93 pages is too much for somebody. He can just go to the back, to the last page, this particular page, and look at the summary. Go through the summary for visiting. People don't know that when they can visit Canada and work in Canada during COVID, and the government now extended it a little bit into the end of the year. I know people that came from Nigeria to come and greet their children, and they were able to work when they were here. And when you're inside Canada on a visit, an employer can give you job offer. When they give you that job offer, you can take that job offer to your own country, Nigeria, and apply for a work permit directly and come back to Canada. I'm telling you what I've seen. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? That is why Canadian Embassy officials may likely don't want to give younger people visiting visa because they know the chances of staying back illegally is high. So what they now do is that if you are, for some of you who are very educated, you can look for conferences. I explain it. Conferences that are legitimate, different things that you can do during summertime. People enter Canada easily for vacation, for different things. If you can find your way around it, who says you can't visit if you have the money? Pay for your hotel, pay for everything, book everything. And I will still say, people think when the visa officer refuses their visa, that is over. That is not over. People don't know. Okay, because the visa officer is not the final decision maker when it comes to immigration to Canada. It is the immigration judge. Okay, I will still share a few things with you guys so that you can understand. So if your visa is refused and you feel you have done everything the right way, then you go to court. But people don't know how to go about this. I will explain this to you guys as we proceed. visiting Canada, studying in Canada, I now broke it down and I shared different things that people can use. And at the end of it all, I gave my email address that if you are having any issue, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me through this email address. These are the things I've put together for your customers who wants to buy this blueprint. And this is just the main book. So let us now go to the bonuses. Now, I don't know if you can still see my screen. I want to be so sure, you guys. I'm going to stop sharing right now because I don't want to assume that you are even listening to me at all. Are you guys following me? Please give me a yes. Please give me a yes if you are following me. If what I've been saying right now has made any sense to any of you, please let me know. I want to be so sure I'm not just shouting. I'm so passionate about it, and that's why my voice is loud, because when I talk about this, I'm very, very passionate about seeing Nigerians come around. Especially, I'm not talking about the bad Nigerians. I'm talking about the fantastic people that I believe you belong to. This is the best way we can change the world, we can change our life, and we can make things better for ourselves. Thank you so much for those years coming. I really love that. So your customers will get the main blueprint book. Now, I want to show you the bonuses. These bonuses will blow your mind. These bonuses will blow your mind. If any of your subscribers, after buying the blueprint course for $37,000 and they still don't know what to do, that person should go to Togo and just settle in Togo. There's no point coming to Canada. Because if you go through all those things and you still don't understand what to do, then just stay in your village. Okay, now I'm going to show you what do we get as bonuses. Let's start from here. So this is the bonus page, Blueprint 3.0 courses and bonuses. The first thing is they will see that when they click on this video, when you click on the video, you can see the video. So don't let me play that video because time will go. So I created a video on the bonus page to walk them through how to use the bonus page. Now you can see bonus 1, bonus 2. Now, the first one I did was to talk about moving to Canada from the UK, because I realized that many people are moving to the UK in drove, but they still talk to me. I can tell you, and I'm not trying to brag, my younger brother, the last born of my mom, is currently in the UK. I have friends in the UK. My friend who I'll be picking up at the airport this Saturday is coming from the UK, okay? And people go to the UK because they want to quickly jack back quickly, but it is expensive to live in the UK. Many people go as international students. Once you finish your study in the UK, you want to become, if you want to stay back, you want to probably get a work permit. For every member of the family, you are going to pay, I used to take is £1,000. I heard today that they have increased to £2,000. I don't know if it is true or not, but I am sure of the £1,000 that each member of the family will have to pay. Please, you need to mute yourself. Somebody is unmuting himself or herself. Please kindly mute yourself so that we don't get distracted, please. So I realized that there are so many Nigerians in the UK right now who will still prefer. Mr. Boyega, please, can you find out? Let's try and get this together, please. If you don't unmute yourself, please. I want to appeal to all of us so that we can be on the same page. So people who are in the UK also are looking for ways to still come to Canada. So I created this particular bonus. So it means that your customers can also be from the UK. Your market is not only limited to Nigeria. And I know some of you are talking about the payment system, the payment issue, pay stack issue. We're still going to get to that. I'm having a discussion right now with a partner on how they can expand the payment system to accommodate some other globally relevant payment system so that you guys can sell your product beyond Nigeria alone. So the first bonus, if you click on it here, it will take them to a different page. Okay. So this page talks only about moving from moving to Canada from the UK. It has a video, okay? So it has its own video, it has its own content, okay? The video explains everything. It's a 27-minute video where I share different things with them on how they can move from the UK to Canada. I spoke about pathway to Canadian work permit, how you can get a work permit, the things, the documents to do. In fact, here I listed a particular document that contains the list of employers who are willing to recruit people from outside Canada. It's there. Bonus 3, raising money for Canadian immigration. This is where I now explain further the 72IG product using different templates, different examples. So your customers, you can follow them up around 72IG and let them know that there's a particular video they need to watch. Bonus number 3, which will help them, which will teach them how they can make money through the 72IG product so that they can do whatever they want to do in Canada. I talk about special courses you can study in Canada. No IELTS requirement is here. Choosing where to settle in Canada. Let me be frank with you. It's one thing to want to come to Canada. It's another thing for you to know what to do when you enter Canada. I've watched different YouTube videos, people saying, oh, Canada is difficult, is this. When I listen to some of them, I just discover that they are many of them are not just well guided. There's nobody to guide them. If you know you are living in Nigeria and you know everything in your hand, everything you have in your hand in terms of money is just like $1,000 to $5,000. Why are you going to Toronto? You have no business in Toronto. You have no business in other places, except if you now have family members there who can accommodate you in the house for like 2 or 3 months, because it's expensive in those places. There are cheaper places you can live in Canada and you can still have the best of your life. I told you guys, I live in a town of 5,000 people for 5 years. There's nothing I need that I did not have there. Many people don't know. It was in that same town that I became a citizen. It was in that same town, within that 5 years, I bought 3 different cars. In that same town, my children went to school. In that same town, we bought a house. In that same town, when I was renting, my rent was like 1/5 of what people are paying in Toronto. In that same town, because it's a rural place, my salary is higher than people who are living in the city because they pay you special allowance because you are living in a rural place. Then what's our problem? Are you here? Are you in Canada to come and count the bridges and to see waterfall? When I was living in that particular place, I still travel. We go on vacation every year. I will drive my family from that same town. We go to Edmonton, go to Calgary, go to Montreal, because I had enough money saved and I'm having a blast of my life. So it is important because that is where I am different. I see different people selling Japa online. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn about what people are selling. I know what I know. Many of them are also my friend. Many of them came as a student. They don't know what it is to be a permanent resident. Many of them will only teach you how to come to Canada. Many of them don't know what I know about settling in Canada and succeeding in Canada. What is the point of coming to Canada when you can't succeed? It makes no sense to me. So if you want to succeed in Canada, it is beyond getting your visa approved. It is much more than that. So this is why I created this video here, because it starts with where you settle. If you are the type of person that you don't like the cold weather at all, you need to find out where can I settle that is a little bit warm. If you are the type like me that doesn't give a damn whether it is cold or warm, because we are talking about weather here. Every house in Canada has a heating system. Every car in Canada has a heating system. So during the winter that we are saying is always very cold, the only time you feel cold is when you are outside. You jump from your house into your car. Just like when you go to Dubai. I've been to Dubai a few times. Dubai is very hot, like many of you guys know. So it's just like running from your house in Dubai that is air conditioned into your car in Dubai that is air conditioned because it's very hot outside. It's just the other way around. So you need to have a bit of understanding about where do I settle in Canada. You need to know what it means to be a Canadian citizen. I became a Canadian citizen in less than 5 years. Okay? You need to understand the eligibility. So everything you see here are bonuses. I now talk about financial success. Let me tell you guys, people go bankrupt in Canada. People go bankrupt. I will not be here and be telling you that it's all well and rosy. It's not rosy for some people because they are dumb and they don't have people who can guide them. Okay, and when you are bankrupt in Canada, it's as good as you are not coming to Canada because it will limit what you can do in so many ways. So because I'm also a licensed financial analyst, I'm registered in Ontario with the Financial Regulatory Service Authority of Ontario. I'm registered in Manitoba with the Insurance Council of Manitoba. I'm a mutual fund specialist. I do the things that there's some account that people go to the bank to open. I open it for people as a private person because I'm licensed to do that. I understand the money mistake that Nigerians make in Canada, and I educate people about that. Okay, so I'm an all-rounded person. I'm not just into immigration, I'm into financial services. So when people come to Canada, I guide them. I give them financial advice, what to quickly do, what not to do, how to read their credit history, how to manage their account and things like that, how to manage their money. If you want to buy a house, I give them insight about how to buy a house and things like that. So I know everything about those areas. So this particular bonus talks about connecting the dots for financial success in Canada, which is very, very important. Make a choice for success in Canada, starting a business in Canada, the things you need to do. So I explain all those things, okay? Then there's this other video here. This one now contains 10 other videos inside it. Let me click on it. So this one contains short trainings and workbooks. I call them workbooks because as you are going through these particular bonuses, you can make your own, you can set your own goals and set your own plans. This one have 10 videos in it, the brainstorming process, inadmissibility. Let me tell you guys, so that you can know. It is not everybody that applies to come to Canada that can be allowed to come to Canada. So people don't know. If you have been banned in the US, if you have been banned from going to Australia, if you have been banned from going to the UK, there's no way Canada will give you visa. There are things that are called inadmissibility. That is why they do criminal record check, they do all those checks. So there are certain things we call inadmissible offenses. And I put a picture here. If you are a kidnapper affiliate and you are listening to me here, you can't come here. If there is evidence to show that you are a kidnapper, Canada will not give you visa. Pickpocketing, snatching, abduction, bank heist, murder, arson. If you have any criminal record in Nigeria, don't even bother yourself because it will show up. Except if you have not been caught or taken to the police in Nigeria. As long as you have been taken to the police in Nigeria for a terrible offense and it has been documented, when you are doing your criminal check for your immigration, it will show up. So in this workbook, somebody can now come here. I asked them, have you been denied visa to US, Canada, and other major countries? So you can answer yourself, no. You can answer yourself, yes. Okay? So that's the idea of this workbook, so that people can be engaged as they are studying this particular course. And that's how I made it. Temporary resident relocation, factors to consider, permanent resident relocation, language proficiency, the almighty IELTS. People don't know that there's another exam they can write beyond IELTS. Many people talk about IELTS. They don't talk about CEPIP. Both exams are legitimate. So this particular video, I now made a distinction, IELTS or CEPIP, which is better. And from what I have heard, from what I have seen in Canada, it is easier to pass CEPIP than to pass IELTS. But in terms of cost in Nigeria to register for both exams, CEPIP is much more expensive than IELTS. And another disadvantage of CEPIP is that CEPIP only have one examination center in Lagos, as at the time I compiled this material. But IELTS has a more general coverage. Mr. Boyega, please, can you mute some people, please? There's some background noise here. So these are different things I have put together here for the benefit of your subscribers. This is more than just a blueprint course, okay? And I created different what's the NOC code, how to create an IRCC online account. I did a walkthrough of how you can create your account, because in the last edition I wrote in 2018, 2019, many people got back to me that even though they have read it, but they are still having one difficulty. So I did walkthrough video, that people can see me clicking and filling forms. So if you want to do express entry, you want to create an express entry account, I've done the video here. If you want to create a job bank account where you can see different jobs in Canada and you can know which job you can even apply to from Nigeria, I put everything here. So if any of your customers who have bought this product are now telling you later that the product is not valuable, please, now you can know how to respond to them. Okay? And these are just 10 powerful videos. If you are above 40 years old, what can you do? I have a video there. IELTS priority trainings and materials, video and content, getting funding or proof of fund for school. I posted something on the Telegram group, and some of you are like, maybe Mr. Egede is not, maybe it's not true. Some people go back to me and why am I talking about US when we're talking about Canada? There is an organization in America that is giving loan to international students who wants to come and study in Canada or US. I did a video on it. I have in my hands now, I can't mention name. There are 3 people who have been approved by this same organization. And what does this mean? It means that if you want to go and study, if you want to come to Canada to study, there are certain schools that are in partnership with this organization. So what you need to do, like if you go through this video, you see the name of the organization, you download the financial plan, plan template. They want everything you think you will need for your program. The cost of living, your tuition fee, they will give you, it's not a scholarship, it is a loan. They will give you a loan payable back over a period of 10 years. Okay? Now, you will only be paying the interest of the loan while you are schooling. You know, the advantage of this to me is that you don't need to be looking for proof of fund when you are now going to the embassy. They will send you a letter stating that the cost of your tuition fee, the cost of your cost of living in Canada have been provided for. Oh my God. Mr. Abuega, please help us to mute people that are muting themselves, please. So these things will be made available by this organization so that when they give you that covering letter, you don't need to be running around for bank statement to go to the embassy. But this only applies to people who want to come to Canada to study. And this opportunity is not for every school in Canada. But in this particular video, I have explained it, how you can see the schools that are involved. There are about 15 or 20 schools in Canada in partnership with this organization. And there are more than 50 in the US in partnership with this organization. And I've seen people that have referred to this organization that got 46,000 US dollars approved. 46,000 US dollars approved, University of Calgary. In my head, I know the name of some of these schools: University of Calgary, University of Ottawa, University of Manitoba. I can mention those 3 to you who are in partnership with this organization. And these are the realities on ground. These are the things that I have made available to your customers and to your subscribers. And the last one, I now put an attention there and just to ask them if they are on track. Okay? Watching and reading the content is not enough. You need to be on track. So these are the benefits your customers will get when they buy the Blueprint product. The Canadian Blueprint 3.0 is so loaded that your customers will get value for that 37,000 naira. And you know, you guys as affiliates, you get 50% of the money. As partner, take 10%. So you have an idea of what comes to me. So it's not really about the whole 37,000 doesn't come to me. You guys know that. And apart from that, there are still other bonuses that are put in place for you guys that will still take some money away from me. So the main driving force behind what I'm doing right now for me is the value that we are giving to the Nigerian market, to the African market at large. Okay, so I'm going to proceed right now. I don't know if you guys still want me to continue. If you want me to continue, please let me know. If you think we have had enough and you want to go to bed, then we can just stop it right here. Okay, if you feel you want us to continue, I will continue from here. But if you want us to proceed, if you feel, Mr. Egede, that is too enough, that is enough. We are tired of your noise and everything you are saying there. Then I'm just going to stop, and we don't have to waste our time any further. I want to be so sure I'm communicating with everybody effectively. I want to be so sure everybody wants me to proceed. Okay, I will continue. Thank you so much for that. So the next thing we want to do right now. Now I've introduced myself to you. I've told you the history of the Blueprint. I've shown you what your subscribers are getting for 37,000. So the next thing I want to do now is to talk about your role as an affiliate. let's talk about your role as an affiliate. So we are going to do a walkthrough of the affiliate training one-pager and also show you some fantastic marketing tools. I know when I first started, some of you went to the one-pager, you felt somebody said the graphic is not good enough. Who is talking about graphics? We're talking about value. It's not graphic that will take people to Canada. It's about value. I believe so much in graphic, but at the same time, let's be very real with ourselves. But everything that I'm doing is just to make sure that you guys have enough tools. And I'm trying to listen to as many feedback from you guys, because I can have some things in my head and believe this is what you guys will need. But you are the one promoting the product. So you are the one that say, oh, maybe if we can have this. If I can do it, I will tell you I can do it. If it's not something I can do, I will tell you I won't be able to do it. Like one of you wanted me to, if you can use my own link for just to, since I have my own, with my own link, I can sell globally because I created it myself. But I have a deal with Expertnaire. I'm very loyal to my deal. So I won't go beyond Expertnaire to do anything. This meeting today is being recorded and it's going to be sent to Expertnaire because I got the approval from Mr. Tony Yamamoto before I can meet you guys. I don't have any right to meet with Expertnaire affiliates behind the owner of Expertnaire. So I'm somebody who respects the law, who respects agreements, and I will not go behind Expertnaire to do anything that is not in our agreement. So that's where I work. So the next session we are going to be having, I'm going to hand over to my partner who is going to, who is also a very fantastic internet marketer. Some of you may know him. Mr. Boyega is a fantastic human being, very vast when it comes to internet marketing. He has done a lot of things for himself. And he's going to walk you guys through the one-pager. I'm going to share my screen here. Mr. Boyega, do you want me to share my screen to the one-pager, or you want to take it off from there?
Well, I think I can share my screen here, so I can open up the page here.
So, Mr. Boyega, please, Mr. Boyega will walk you guys through some of the angles, or you know what? I will allow him to do his own stuff, because what we want to do going further is to also now show you guys the different marketing techniques that we have tested that have worked, and that we believe we also work for you guys as to promote this. So you may have your own different ideas. We believe so much in what you guys have learned. We believe you guys know a lot, but we just want to share with you what we have tested and the things we have put in place on the one-pager that can help you to communicate everything I've shown you in the last almost 1 hour, so that you can effectively communicate it to your subscribers. So Mr. Boyega, please, you can take it off from here.
Okay, all right, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So without taking too much of your time, I'll just quickly go through what I have here for you. So let me just quickly open up the one-pager. So I believe everybody can see my screen here. I hope you can see my screen. You can see the one-pager page. Please, if you can, simply put on the chat section that you can see my screen, so that I know that everybody can see that. All right, so I'll first of all walk you all through this page before I now share some of the things that I will be sharing with you when it comes to promotion for this product. Sorry, I'm trying to remove someone who is not removing his video. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll do that from here now. I will take over from there.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah.
All right. So so this is the affiliate page that has been created to help you promote. And what you as an affiliate marketer needs to note is that the things you need to do to help you succeed when it comes to promoting this course, everything has been created for you, which will also be updated. Now, it is expected that everybody that is either watching this video or inside the WhatsApp group or has already filled in the form to promote this course, at least you already have the basic experience when it comes to promoting products online as an affiliate marketer. So I'm not going to be going to the very, very basic of what you should be doing when it comes to promoting affiliate products. So I'll just be sharing with you some of the various ways and things you should be looking at when it comes to promoting and getting sales and closing more deals. So that said, here are the things that have been created. So on this affiliate page, we already have various promotional materials that has been created, helping you to get a lot of information as regards and converting them in the sale. Now, when it comes to dealing with your prospects, a lot of them will come in with different set of questions, and is what helps you to be able to talk to them or to convert them into a sale is your knowledge when it comes to the Canada relocation industry. So, and that's why we have here that we have the common area of interest and concern to subscribers, because a lot of them will be asking you these common questions. And these are questions that is very, very, very common to a whole lot of people that will be reaching out to you when you start doing your promotion. So what we have here is we already have the common areas of interest that you should look at. So you need to familiarize yourself with all of these questions that is here. And when you click on them, you'll be able to see the answers to them, which you can be able to read and use that to respond back to your subscriber. So as you get more questions that you feel that you can't handle, that's also the reason why we have the Telegram group, so that you can be able to post in those questions there. And obviously that is not part of the major questions being asked that is not here on this one pager. It will also be included so that when other affiliates to asking the same questions, they would have seen it being answered right here. So that is what this common area of interest and concern is all about. Then we also have the email topics. Now, for those of you that will be promoting and building your list, because list building is very, very important. And if you are the type that is building email list, you would have these are simply ideas that helps you in writing your emails. So here are simply the email series in terms of topics that you can talk about when it comes to your emails. And I'll talk about some of the ways through which you can use emails to go about your promotion, because I've had an experience when it comes to email marketing, most especially for this market. And when this first course was launched on Expertnia, I was part of those that promoted it that time, and at least I knew that I did hundreds of sales that time, and it was strictly through emails. And so I can tell you that email would definitely work when it comes to promoting this product. So long as you are actively building your list and your audience, and you are sending out educated emails to them, it will definitely give you the results that you want. So these are just the email topics that you can use to craft your emails. And under here, we have other promotional materials here. So we have WhatsApp and other social media promo. So inside here, you will see a Google Drive. It will be updated as often as possible. You'll be seeing various images that you can use for those of you that are into WhatsApp marketing, that you want to promote via WhatsApp. Probably you want to run WhatsApp TV ads, and you're looking for images that you can use for that. So right inside here, you'll be able to see various types of creatives that will be updated as often as possible. So you can be able to take them and use them, or you can simply take them and also build out something from the ones that is there to have your own unique one that you can use when it comes to using maybe you are running what's it called, WhatsApp ads, or even if you want to run Facebook ads, you'll be able to see various ad templates that you can be able to use. So this is something that will always be updated here for you. And here we also have the testimonials. So testimonials of people that have used the report and gotten results. You see video testimonials, and you also see text testimonials that you can use here. And you have video testimonials here. You have text testimonials. You have a webinar video. So this relocation webinar video would help you to also further educate your audience to watch a presentation from Mr. Victor that helps. That really breaks down everything they need to know about relocation, and also promoting the blueprint, so that by the time they are done with that video, what they are just simply doing is just reaching out to you to buy the course. Though we are still waiting for another update when it comes to Expertnia, because this webinar video too would also be included in your affiliate link, so they can just go to the link. You can just get the link from Expertnia, and you will see the webinar video there, and directly below the video, your affiliate link will be there to make it easy for you to use. Then we have the WhatsApp banners, which I've already explained right inside here to you. So aside from all of these promotional materials that is here, we also have the bonus template. So there is a challenge that is right here. I'm sure Mr. Victor will talk about that when it takes over from here. So there's a challenge that is here that where you can be able to earn more money outside of just your commission that you're making, which is the 50%. So outside of the 50%, there are also incentives of what you can be able to get more from this offer based on your sales targets that you're able to get. And also here, I think, okay, this is you have the email samples that is here with a lot of resources. So this is more like an affiliate resource for people that are promoting this course that helps you to get all the necessary information that helps you to build out your campaigns and run and then run this offer to generate as much sales as possible. So one of the things that will help you is when you create your funnel and your system through which you want to use to promote. So let me share. All right, so one of the things that you need to do is as an affiliate is you need to build out your funnel using the promotional materials that is here. So there are already a lot of information that has been given to you. So it is now your job to take all of these information and use them in your funnels that you're going to be creating. To be creating as an affiliate, you know that you need to have a landing page, right? You need to have a landing page. You need to have your thank you page that you're directing traffic to. You need to build your list. Building your list is very, very important because that's the only way you can be able to have future relationship with your audience for you to convert them into customer. And you need to ensure that you're always testing out various ways to on your landing page that you're going to be using, which is headlines. So talking about headlines, on the one pager, there would also be another section that talks about different headlines that you can use on your landing page. So these are just some of the headlines that we have here that you can use when you are either creating your landing page or when you are doing, probably making it like a WhatsApp update or creating your ads. So these are just headlines that helps you in getting all of that. So when talking about landing pages, I created a sample that I would like to share with you. So let me quickly open that up so you can be able to see a sample of a landing page I did. Now, I won't be showing you the practical steps of how to create your landing page. You should be able to do that as an affiliate. So that's something you should go and learn if you don't already know how to do that. So here's a sample. Can you all see this image that is here? Please, if you can, get on the chat box and just let me know. So here is a sample I created to promote this product, and I'm using the angle of the webinar video that is on the affiliate page. So what you simply need to do is you need to come out with your own angle of how you want to generate your list. Do you want to use the webinar recording? Do you want to use the other VSLs that will be included in the affiliate links, or do you want to use the text sales page that is already there? So depending on what you want to use, you can simply use that in crafting your landing page. So this is just me using an angle of the webinar training. And here I just put in how to achieve your dream relocation to Canada using these real life case studies of Nigerians now living in Canada using this legal route. And I put here, register to attend webinar training. Click here to register. So you can see here, I have all these informations here that I can simply run traffic into, get people to register. And once they are registered, I simply take them to my thank you page. And from the thank you page, I take them over to the affiliate page where they can be able to watch the video and also buy the course. So this is just a sample that I just created just for the purpose of this training. So it's something that you can also use. You can use it and just look for how you can get your own angle when it comes to creating your landing pages that you want to use. Now, if you don't know, like I said, if you don't know how to create all of these things, you have to go and learn them. I believe as an affiliate, you already have 1 or 2 affiliate marketing programs that has already dealt with this in their training. So what you just simply have to do is just to go back there and go and learn how to set up all of these things on your pages and use it to generate the audience that you want to build. So that said, so when it comes to building your audience, you need traffic. So where are you getting your traffic from? That's simply running Facebook ads, running Google ads, and also running WhatsApp ads for those of you that are into WhatsApp marketing. So you can run Facebook ads to WhatsApp, and from WhatsApp you close them, or you run Facebook ads or Google ads to your landing page and get them to opt in into your email list, and through emails you're able to follow up with them to recommend the program or the products to them. And when it comes to closing the sale, now you need to understand one thing: it's not all the questions that you give a direct answer to, because remember, you want them to buy the product and you are not an agent. So don't position yourself as an agent or the owner of the product. Don't do that. What you are simply doing is you are recommending, and that's why the type of relationship you build with them will determine how you are able to close the sale. So if a prospect is just always asking questions, you need to cut the answers short and let them know that it is when they get the blueprints, they can be able to get the full information when it comes to relocating to Canada. Just like Mr. Victor said, once you can answer, fine, answer, but it's not all questions that you answer such that you practically give them all the information and they see and they just feel like they've gotten all what they need from you and they don't need to get into the program anymore. So you are not a product owner. Always share your affiliate links. And also don't be like every other affiliate. You need to be different. So how you can be different is how you go about your promotion. How do you use all of the materials that have been presented to you and put them together to create something different that sets you apart from others to help you to get more sales? And that's why you need to do a lot of research. Always research. And I believe Mr. Victor has done justice to explaining what the course is. So right now you already have the product knowledge. You have the product knowledge of what this program is all about, what the industry is all about. So you need to take all of these informations and put them into your sales marketing messages to that helps you to add further value to the people that are prospecting to and looking forward to buy. And also don't expect to close sales from the first day you start generating leads. Now, when it comes to affiliate marketing, the key to winning with affiliate affiliate marketing is in the amount of leads you are able to generate every single day. You don't expect somebody that generates 10 leads in a month and be comparing the results from somebody that generates 5,000 leads a month. The results will definitely be different. So the more leads you are able to build, the more sales you'll be able to make. And that's why I put here that don't expect to also close your sales from the first day you start generating leads. Now, some people are hot buyers. Some people are cold prospects that you need to warm them up before they can decide to take advantage of the program. So you can't have all of that from the first day when you promote. So that's why you need to give yourself a period of at least a 30 days interval to analyze your results. So within the next 30 days, how many leads are you looking at building? Are you looking at building 1,000? Are you looking at building 5,000 or 10,000? And using that 30 days period to analyze the result that, okay, this month my plan is to build a 10,000 list of people that are interested in relocating. Out of these 10,000 people, let me see how many people I can close during this month. for people that will buy into this program. So that helps you to really break down all your marketing and everything that you are doing. And also lastly, make use of the Telegram group, because the Telegram group is simply created to give you a lot of support when it comes to promoting this program. So we don't expect everybody that is promoting this program to become experts when it comes to talking about what's it called relocating to Canada. So you will have some questions that you'll be met with that probably you don't even know how to answer. That's why the Telegram community is there, so that you can be able to ask those questions. And if there are questions that you can answer back to them, fine. And if there are questions that you ought not to answer, and just direct them that the best thing they can simply do is to buy into this program and get the contact of Mr. Victor, so that they can be able to get a much more detailed response and breakdown of whatever it is that has to do with relocating to Canada. So lastly, if you don't know how to build landing pages, or you don't know how to run ads when it comes to Facebook or running Google ads, or you don't know how to generate your own unique content, either through emails, WhatsApp, or Telegram, whatever it is, the best thing I can tell you is just get an affiliate marketing course on Expertnia, like the 72 IG by Mr. Tony, or any other marketing or traffic courses that is listed by Expertnia, because what we are only providing you here is the resources that helps you to close your client when it comes to promoting this product. So it is expected that as an affiliate, you already know what to do when it comes to getting the traffic. So you need to work on getting the traffic, building your list, and now using the resources that will provide to you in closing them and getting the result in terms of your sales commissions that you're making, which is 50%, and which is good because the price at 17.5 gives you a good margin when it comes to your commission that you're making. So I think I'm going to stop here right now, so as not to take too much of the time that we have left. So if you have any questions, you can ask, and I will be happy to answer. And I'll simply allow Mr. Victor to take over and simply do the concluding part of this session for everybody.
Thank you so much,
Mr.
Boyega. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to continue to share my own screen from here, and I want to believe everybody can hear me loud and clear. Mr. Boyega have done a fantastic job in that direction to share a lot of things with all of us. So I'm going to continue to the next phase of this program. And I would have loved to share with you, if one of my clients is chatting with me right now, and this person, and I want to share this so that you can understand some of these things I've been talking about will make more sense to you guys. This person bought my 2018 material, and between 2018 and 2021, it started the immigration process. And but due to COVID and so many other things, everything was delayed for him. I did not even know he started, because many people will not tell you what they are doing, so you don't have a good idea of what they are doing behind the scene. So when I was testing this Blueprint 3.0, I have a list of about 100, and I have a list of about 1,000 people. So I was trying to cut that list down, because I just want to deal with serious people. So what I did was to send and to show you the power of email marketing. And I know what I'm talking about here. And I'm not against people using WhatsApp and using different things, but you need to understand the kind of market you have. Immigration market is a market that requires a lot of trust. Let me say it again. Relocation market, the relocation niche, the travel niche, or whatever you call it, the Japan niche. And I know you guys know the meaning of a niche, N-I-C-H-E. That niche requires a lot of trust. People will only patronize you if they are convinced that you have what they need, no matter who you are. So This is what I'm saying. So because I have had this list for over 3 years, and that's the power of a list, even if you did not send a mail in 6 months, the day you decide to start sending them mail, you can wake up that list. So due to COVID and so many things, this list was just there. I don't think I sent any email to them for 6 months or even 9 months, because I was trying to build something behind the scenes. So when this thing was ready and I was trying to test it, I sent that email to that list, wake up the list, and I narrowed down that list, and I told them, and I gave them a kind of challenge. If you don't respond to that challenge, I'm cutting you off from my list. So I narrowed that list down to 150 serious people, and I moved those 150 out. The people who are responding, who are acknowledging my emails. And I now send them information about this particular course. When myself and Mr. Boyega were looking at statistics, I know in internet marketing, you guys talk about 2% or probably 2% conversion, between 2 and 5% conversion. We got 9 point something, almost 10% conversion from that list. And what did we do? The travel industry, the travel niche requires people who can give valuable content. People who are reading your emails, they may not respond. I've had people that have been reading my emails for 1 year that did not respond until there was a very serious need for them to relocate. That was when I got to know that they have been reading my emails for 1 year, but because they felt it was not something for them at that time, they didn't take it serious. But when the time came for them to use that information, who do you think they will talk to? The guy who has been sending them valuable information for about 1 year. That was what happened to this guy. It was when he now came on board, he now told me that he has applied and there has been some delays. He doesn't know what to do. So that's how, so I now told him, before I can even listen to you at all, you have to buy the new course. He went ahead and bought it. You know what happened? I now started working with him step by step. Okay, now we need to find out what is happening with the case officer. Apply for a GCMS note. A GCMS note is something that you apply for to know what is happening behind the scene. What are the things that the visa officers are considering in making his decision? When a visa is refused, the visa officer will only send you a letter to show that your visa is refused due to blah, 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 like that, according to section 2, section blah, blah, section 37 of the IRPA or IRPR, that you do not qualify, you cannot prove to us that you have enough fund and whatever. But that is just the front end of it. There are a lot of things that happen behind the back. So, but when you apply for a GCMS note, GCMS means Global Case Management System. There's a law that direct and enforce the visa officer to release all the documents to you, to know what is actually happening behind the scenes. So we raised the GCMS note, and I said, okay, let's give a timeline. Based on what I can see in this GCMS, I interpreted the note, and I said, let's give them to the end of August. That if by end of August, they did not respond to you, we go to court, and we're going to raise what is called mandamus, okay? And when we did that, and between that time and July ending, as if they heard what we were talking about between me and him, they started responding to him. They sent him some forms to fill to update his profile. They told him to go and do another police clearance check and think whatever. As I'm talking to you, his visa has been approved. It's landing in October. It's even different from the person coming this Saturday. And it was like, Victor, how did you know all these things? I understand these guys. I know the framework. I know the law that guides what they do. And I understand how they think in a way. So don't just give them time, let's work. So, and that's how I work with people, okay? And there are so many, so why I'm saying this is that if you are using WhatsApp, how do you follow up effectively with valuable content with just WhatsApp? If you are comfortable with it, please proceed. If you are WhatsApp, people can read your message and just forget it. I want to advise, and I'm not trying to compare you to do what you are not used to. I'm an old school person. I was trained with email marketing, but honestly, I can tell you, it has not stopped working because it gives you a ready access to people who believe in you, who can trust you, who have been following you over the years. So email marketing is something, just like Mr. Boyega said, that I will recommend that you guys, for those of you who are not using it yet, you need to learn how to use it so that you can add it as part of your arsenals of weapons and tools that you use in promoting your stuff. Now, I also want to talk about these top 3 immigration challenges, and I've mentioned it. the things you need to also write about. And I want to give you an insight into how to write your emails. People want to know, why should we go to Canada? You might be thinking everybody wants to travel. The reality is that somebody does not even think there's a need for it. Somebody is thinking everybody who is traveling is looking for money. I did not come to Canada because I was looking for money. At the time I left Nigeria, I was driving a brown new car before I left Nigeria, and I was doing well in my business I was doing in Nigeria. But I knew there are other things to life than money. I want peace of mind for my children. I want my children to grow up in a different environment. I want to give them the best of things, okay? And everybody's reasons are different. So there are ways to write your mails or that you send your message on WhatsApp that will touch somebody at the moment. Somebody who feels money making is not his own concern might see another reason to move based on what you have said about childcare benefit that I have shown you now. Somebody it is healthcare that we interest him. Somebody is a peace of mind and a security that is available in Canada that will interest that same person. So that is why we talk about angles. How are you communicating this travel thing to people? You can't be saying the same thing. Not everybody wants to come to Canada to come and make money. So people are doing very, very well in Nigeria. They don't want to go anywhere. So you can't, for such kind of person, you can't convince them by making money. Okay? So you need to, your message must be all rounded. If you are writing a series, and that's why I talk about series. Okay? If you are writing a series, you can pick something today, write about it for like 5 different emails or broadcasts. You can pick another thing tomorrow, write about 5 different emails or broadcasts about it. So that way you are pushing content out. It may look like you are playing. People may not be responding to you at the moment, but if you continue to do it, by the time they start responding, it should just be like you have won a big jackpot. So it's very, very important. And another thing that is a major challenge for people is mentorship. People just don't want to read something. People want somebody they can send an email to that can respond to them. People want somebody that they can send a message to that can respond to them. Okay, and that I do. And there's something that I didn't tell you guys. One of the things I'm giving to your customers and your subscribers is that I'm going to be that. I just want them to have to meet a particular number. This same webinar that I'm doing for you affiliate, I'm also going to be doing webinars with your customers. Okay, in groups. Okay, we're even looking at a point we are going to be making it weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, depending on the need. Okay, and so that they can bring their concerns, they can bring their questions to us, and we can answer it, give them some tips, ideas of how they can proceed with whatever they want to proceed with. And some of the content that Mr. Gboyega have shared with you, I'm quickly going to share my screen. I don't know if Mr. Gboyega will like this, but I just want you guys to know that we have a lot of things in stock for you that we believe will help your business. And that's why I'm taking my time to go out of my way to share this with you. For example, we have different tools that we can use to help you guys to write different things. Look at these headlines. I know you guys can see my screen. Imagine if we are going to be pushing a lot of headlines on the one pager, because I have softwares that can generate all these things. Headlines that you can use, that are different headlines that you can use as headlines for your stuff. Top relocating to Canada, expert reviews how to relocate to Canada in less than a year. Top relocating to Canada, expert reviews how to live the Canadian dream and give your family the best of opportunities they deserve in this world. So for those of you who are into WhatsApp, whatever, you can have something to use as your WhatsApp, whatever. We want to make sure that while we are not trying to give you guys everything, something that just like Mr. Gboyega said, something that you guys can figure out yourself, but we still want to make sure that you have every basic tools that we can provide for you. And that's why I'm going all this way. Some of these things are softwares I'm using to generate these headlines for you. I pay heavily for them. Okay, I pay heavily for some of these softwares. I don't know how much some of these software cost me. For some of you who understand, hello. Okay, so these are some of the things that that we are talking about here, so that you guys can really understand the value of what we are pushing to you about this product. So, Mr. McDaniel Mube, can you unmute yourself and please ask your question, sir? Or maybe that was a mistake. If that was a mistake, I don't know. If you are not asking a question, then maybe I can see your hand up. Are you still asking a question? Okay. I want to ask about the VSL. Well, the VSL is okay. Okay, Mr. Ayomide, I like your style. You are putting your questions together in by typing it. So you have asked 3 questions. Now, I will take them one by one. The video sales letter. The arrangement I have with Expertnia is I follow their direction. I don't push things their way. So I'm not the one that the things I need to do, I've done it. So when they are ready to complete everything we need to do about the VSL, they will let you guys know. But I don't want you, I know the VSL is also very important, but what we are trying to do right now is to, just like Mr. Boyega said, the webinar video, some of you have used that webinar video and some of you like it. The webinar video that I did where I did some case studies. I don't, maybe for some of you who have not watched the webinar video, you may not understand the value of that webinar video, but it's very, very impactful. So that webinar video now, I'm in discussion with Expertnia so that apart from the sales letter that you guys are using right now, we also add the webinar VSL. Just like in your 72IG, there are different affiliate landing pages for the 72IG program. So the same thing is what we are trying to do. So the current sales letter that you guys are using and the webinar video, so to say VSL, I'm already talking to Expertnia so that they can add the webinar video as part of the things that can be linked to your affiliate link, so that if you are sending it to you can send the webinar video to your customers, it will still redirect to your affiliate page, or whether you are using the sales letter or you are using the webinar video. But for the official VSL that Mr. Tony talked about, I'm ready when they are ready. So it's not something that is within my own control for now. So it's more of an Expertnia thing. The second question is that can we get all the list of the bonuses for better promotion of the product? Well, I don't know how you, because I really mentioned most of those bonuses to a little bit. I may not talk about the one-on-one of them. We'll try and see what we can do about that. But the reality is this. Let me, with the experience I have had with customers, many of them, it's not really about the name of each of those bonuses one by one. It's about trust and credibility. People have seen so many lists of bonuses. I won't lie to you. People have seen so many lists of bonuses. I'm not saying they are not important, but they are not the major game changer. Major game changer is the relationship you build over time with those customers. You can send them those things for them to see the value in what you're trying to promote. There's nothing wrong in that. I'm going to try and see what we can do about that so that you can have the list of all the bonuses as affiliate. That will be done for you. But beyond that, please build a relationship and follow up. That's very important. How do we get access to the headlines? You will see it on the one page. The one pager is what I want you guys to get used to. Not everybody is on the Telegram. There are about over 400 affiliates promoting this product as we speak. We have less than 200 on the Telegram group. So not all affiliates are on the Telegram group. So it will be very, very unfair if I'm only posting on the Telegram group and I'm not getting back to those people not on the Telegram group. So the only way I can get across to everybody is through my emails. And I will tell you guys, if it doesn't get to your main box, check your spam folder and always make it a point of duty to visit the one pager on a daily basis, if possible, because we keep updating it with content. So like once we are done with this training now, the recorded version of this training will also be uploaded on the one pager. So all the headlines, the banners and everything you need will be uploaded on the one pager. So I want to encourage you guys to do that and visit one pager quite often. Can we get the 9 rules for relocation? I did a scan through. I don't know why you need all those 9 rules specifically, because just like Mr. Boyega said, your customer, if a customer is pushing you to give all the information, then what are you now selling to the customer eventually? So when I did a scan through of the main blueprint, I was showing you different things. And that's why I say maybe you came a little bit late, but everything is in the blueprint. I don't think I will now send the message that these are the 9 different routes on. No, that is actually meant for the subscribers after they buy. That's about that. Somebody is saying that, can someone make lists with organic traffic? Of course, it may not come fast, but they stay longer. That's my experience with organic traffic. It may not come quickly, but they stay longer. And I'm trying to look through the question. A client asked about Agri-Food pilot. Now, the 9 route I mentioned, in fact, there are more than 25 ways of coming to Canada. But I know my major market is Nigeria and Africa, and I will not promote something that's not relevant to you guys. The Agri-Food pilot program is for people from South America. The kind of things they do, Nigerians will not do it. And I'm being very fair here. There's no point promoting something to Nigeria that's not relevant to the Nigerian market. So the agri-food, if you come to Canada today, Seth, and you want to work in the agri-food industry, there are certain things on the farm that you will not do. I know I'm in Nigeria, and I know Nigerians very well. We are very classy. If you know the way some of these farmers from Venezuela, the ones that do the apple farming and whatever, the employers, those farmers, they know the countries where those people have experience with those kind of farming. It's not abado, it's not cassava. It's something beyond all those kind of things. So they have their target countries where they get all those. So if your client is asking about that program, tell your client that that program is not relevant for her. That is not the way Nigerians come to Canada. It's not. They will not even they will not give her a job in that direction, because they have their countries where they get those people, and those kind of farmers, they get that in on a temporary basis. It's like a contract. They come and they go. When it is season for them to work, they bring them, they come and they go. And they don't really have the kind of liberty that you and I want to have. I know what I'm talking about. That particular area is, I don't. So for me, I just don't write what is not relevant. I write what I feel is relevant for my market. So that's about that. I'm a new affiliate marketer, and I needed to succeed promoting this wonderful product. I proceed appropriate 2.0. Please, can I get back on your email list? Can I get back on your email list, as I like to pick up my relocation plans? You can only get back on my email list if you're a subscriber. You can't get back on my email list. I have an email list for affiliates, so I can't push you. I can't put you, even though you have bought the blueprint before in the past. Everybody that have bought the blueprint for me again for my list, I've also bought for me in the past. So, and that's why they are on my list. So if you want to be on my current list, then you have to subscribe as a customer again. Sorry about that, but that's the way it works. It's like if you buy Mercedes-Benz 200 when it was released, and then Mercedes-Benz 3000 came out, you will not go to Mercedes-Benz and say, because I bought 200, you have to give me the new one. That's not how it works. Okay. My question is, can I promote this product using TikTok? I'm an old school person, just like I said. I've never done stuff on TikTok. If you think your market is there, why not?
Only do things you know that you've already done. If you've not promoted on TikTok before and you want to promote there, probably just find someone that has already done it and go and learn from that person. Yeah, so I think that's just it. So
please, can you release the 9 rules so we will know and recommend routes? Your job is not to recommend routes, and that is the mistake people made in 2019. 2019, people used my product and they turned themselves to travel agents.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I arrested 2 people from here in Nigeria who were collecting millions of naira from people using my products. Okay, I have to make a disclaimer openly in Nigeria to let people know that that is not me. I only wrote a book to educate people and to guide people. So your job is not to recommend routes. You are not an immigration lawyer or an immigration consultant. So please don't put yourself in that situation. It's very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So if while you need the 9 routes is to recommend to people, then I'm sorry, I won't go there. I won't go there at all. I have a prospect that doesn't have an SSC. Yes, I know you sent me a mail and I'm going to answer it. So let me give you this background to Canadian immigration. Canada is not for the Christmas. So when you see advertisement in Nigeria, Canada is looking for people. For what? Canada is looking for people who can add value. So if somebody does not have SSC, how do you prove your level of education at all? Okay, let us even assume that person doesn't have SSC. What other skill does that person have? And how can that person prove that he has that skill? So people come right from time immemorial, people have been coming to Canada. Canada is a country that is very big, but every land in Canada has been fully surveyed as far back as the 1950s. How did Canada achieve that? In the early 1930s up to 1957, Canada was busy recruiting surveyors from Europe because they want to survey the whole country. So that's what I'm talking about. There was a time the Chinese came, that the Chinese were the ones that helped build the railways in Canada. So people come to Canada based on the need for the need by Canada. So if somebody does not have SSC and is interested in the Canadian relocation blueprint, I will not say because I want to sell to him, and I will not say something to him that will not be valuable to him. So if that person does not have SSC, what else does that person have? So if that part of the question cannot be answered, then it may be very difficult for me to be able to answer it too. Then this person said, most of the people want to relocate as temporary foreign workers. I want to know the amount that they will need to relocate so they could prepare. How do we give a raw figure? I just did a scan through. I did a scan through, and I will not want you to be giving people raw figure because there are different routes. What it will cost somebody to come to Canada as a student is different from what it will cost somebody to come to Canada as a permanent resident with 5 children. Okay, so every route is different. All you can do is to tell people that immigration to Canada, to UK costs money, and you need to know how much, you need to have you need to be getting ready for it. For example, the exchange rate is not even helping matter. When I came to Canada, the Canadian exchange rate to Naira is 150. Now it's over 550. So if I give you a value now at 550, and tomorrow the Canadian dollar to Naira move to 800, how do you explain that to your clients? So when it comes to, and that was why in that book, when I went, maybe you didn't join, when I was doing the scan through of the blueprint, I was quoting some things in dollars. The ones I cannot quote in dollar, I quoted it in Naira. For example, somebody wants to write IELTS in Nigeria. I know that as at the time I was putting that material together, even up to now, it was so amount in Naira. But I can't, there's no way I can guarantee that that price will be, I'm not the owner of IELTS. Okay, police reports in Nigeria used to be like 10,000. Now I'm aware, as a matter of fact, I have to update that blueprint now to accommodate the current price of police reports in Nigeria, which is 30,000 Naira. So there are certain things that are difficult, but you just need to prepare people's mind. And you see, somebody who cannot feed himself currently should not bother to want to come to Canada. There's no way it will work out, except if you see free money somewhere that somebody put on your lap. Because at every point in time, they will tell you, go and do this, go and do medicals. You cannot ever come to Canada without doing medicals. Go and do biometrics, go and do this. So you need somebody, and that's why you need to choose your market. Everybody is not a customer. And that's one thing that I believe the 72IG should prepare you guys for. There is a niche that is important, that is hot, but you need the right market or you should be struggling. If you are putting your valuable product in front of the wrong market, you will be struggling and you'll be thinking people are not buying from you. So you need people who should be your target market, professionals, skilled people. So one of the things, I went to 72IG myself, and I know there are things in 72IG that I explain to you how you can reach to your own audience using Facebook avatar and different things. So you need to have a clear idea of the people who will need this particular course, and then figure out where they gather on social media. Twitter, there are a lot of more people who are educated in Nigeria who are on Twitter than on Facebook. There are more riffraffs on Facebook than on Twitter. LinkedIn, there are more professionals in Nigeria who will love to jump out to Canada. There are more of them on LinkedIn than on Facebook. So these are things that I believe you as athletes should be able to figure out so that you are not disturbing yourself with people who cannot afford to even pay for 37,000 rather than making it to Canada. Unfortunately, that is where life is you can't satisfy everybody. Okay, I promote the product with TikTok and I got 2 good leads and ready to pay. Good, nice, that's awesome. When are we getting the email headlines generator? Check your one-pager by tomorrow. I'm not giving you the generator, I'm giving you the email headlines. The generator is my property and I won't give it to you. About the school loan, does that mean you can get admission to the US? And can someone who needs to do a pre-degree have access to the loan? What the loan is meant for is that if you get admission, whether it is pre-degree, whether it is first degree, whether it is a master's or PhD, just have evidence that you have admission. And whether the school can either be in the US or Canada. Those are the two countries where that loan applies. But you need to find out what are the names of the schools that are affiliated with this organization. Okay, some of you are affiliates here. If I were you, and I'm not saying this because I want you guys to go and buy. If I want to understand this product as an affiliate, I will go and buy it first. I will buy the product myself. And definitely when you buy on your own link, you will still get your affiliate commission. So you're not paying 37 eventually, you are paying 18.5. Okay? Read the product yourself. Understand, by the time you read the product yourself, you will be asking some of these questions you are asking here today because you will know everything that I've been talking about. You can log in and see it yourself as a customer. Then you can understand more. Like this 9 route that people are asking me, go buy the product yourself, get the 9 route. Maybe some of you will even be in Canada by next year or before the end of this year. Who knows? Who says affiliate should not travel? Who says you can't do your business in Canada? You can do your business here. As a matter of fact, you'll be so sure that your internet will not break and your light will not go. And that's the way it works. So that's what I will advise. The schools are in the US, the schools are in Canada, but you need to know the list of the school because it's not all schools in the US or all schools in Canada that are affiliated to this organization. The payment is issued now. Some people want to pay in dollar. Please help us fix this. Well, that is what I will take up with Expartner, but I can't give you any guarantee because Expartner is not my company. I'm just a vendor. So for people who want to buy in the US, I don't know how it's going to work, but that's another issue. So if you are dealing with people in the US and because there's no timeline I can give to what Expartner will do, whether they will do it or they will not do it, why not focus your market on areas for now where you know the payment system is available there. There are more, I can tell you currently there are more than 50 million in Nigeria who wants to relocate. I can tell you that. People talk to me every day. People who can pay money, who have money to pay. So let's focus on that one. Let's focus on what we can control and leave what we cannot control outside the scene for now until we're able to control it. Thank you very much. Okay. How much will it take someone to Canada? Like, how much will it take? I won't answer that question again. I'm sorry, because I've spoken about that. Can it be promoted on LinkedIn? Of course, LinkedIn is a professional social media platform. You can promote it as long as you are not breaking their rules. Yes, you can. Also, is there the Atlantic Pilot Program? We explained. I mentioned all these programs. All these programs you are talking about. I mentioned them in the blueprint. The Home Care Program, Atlantic, and I mentioned everything in the blueprint. If someone wants to relocate to Canada, how much will such person need? I won't answer that again. I'm sorry. Is the product only for those who want to relocate to Canada, or can someone who wants to relocate to UK also purchase the product? The name of the product is Canadian Relocation Blueprint, not UK Relocation Blueprint. I've never relocated to the UK, and there's nowhere I don't write about what I've not done. So this product is only for people who are coming to Canada from anywhere in the world, not only from Nigeria. So it's not for UK. Okay. So I think these are all the questions. If I think I've been able to do justice to all these questions. If there's any other thing that you guys need, you can always drop your comments, your feedback on the Telegram group, or you can send me personal emails. But just like I said, if you really want to know more about all these things, do yourself, let that be part of the price you pay. Get the blueprints yourself, study it yourself, put yourself in it. Who says you can't even apply yourself? Except if you have, maybe you have some investment in Nigeria that is giving you millions of naira every day. But if not, who says you can't try for yourself or your family members or people who are very close to you? And beyond that, you can understand the product. I bought 72IG myself, not because what Mr. Tony said there is new to me. Okay, I've been with him for years. Before some of you guys started hearing his name, we are all together for years. So it's not because, but because I'm somebody who is so passionate about information. And even when I bought it, was like, Mr. K, because that's what he calls me, Mr. K, I noticed that you bought C2IG. You know, I said, well, you're my organ, why won't I buy it? Even if I won't read it, I want to add value, I want to patronize. So, and that is me. And even though I may not use it the way you guys are using it, but that is what I do. Something will happen one day and I will remember, it's like, let me go to C2IG, maybe I will get some insight from there. And that is how it works. So that's the kind of mindset I want you guys to have, so that you can get real value for all this thing. Can someone in the US move to Canada? Of course. The world, let me tell you something about this world we live in. And I wish you guys can see the world from a different perspective. Don't let anybody lie to you that your destiny is tied to Nigeria. It's a lie from the pit of hell. The United Nations law allows any human being to live anywhere on the planet as long as you have done it legally. There's no law in the world that says you cannot live in another country, provided you have done it legally. So whether it is your pastor or people in your mosque that is telling you that you can shoriri anywhere. Of course, everybody can shoriri anywhere. So you are the one that will now determine where you want to shoriri yourself. So it doesn't have to be Nigeria, it doesn't have to be the US, it doesn't have to be the UK. It is supposed to be your personal choice. Nobody has a right over your life to tell you where to live. So when you choose to move to Canada from the US, all well and good. When you choose to leave Canada and go back to Nigeria, it is your choice. But I won't make that choice in years to come. I don't see it happening. So these are some of the things I'm trying to talk about. After the purchase of the product, what if the buyer wants me to help him out or guide him or how through after purchase? Don't just turn yourself to a travel agent. If you don't promote yourself as a travel agent, the customer will not see you as a travel agent. That is the one year I will give you guys, because I've seen it gone bad. I've seen it gone bad. Yeah. Allow people to take their informed decision. If they need further assistance, they have my email address. Don't put yourself in a tight corner that you won't be able to take yourself out of it. Do you do professional service for people? Yes, I do. But the way I do my professional service is that you must first of all be my subscriber first. If you don't buy my blueprint, I will not listen to you for other services. I will not. Okay? And I screen people. I do one-on-one. People book me on calendar. I have a Calendly account where people can book time with me. Even those in Canada, they go to my website, they book appointment with me, they pay for it ahead of time before they see me. So I do that very, very well. But my screening system is the Canadian Relocation Blueprint. I don't want to be talking to you if you don't even know anything. You must have gone through that blueprint and have at least an idea of what you want to do. So once you do that, and you now feel, Mr. Egede, there are certain things I want you to do for me personally, then we will now talk. Then I will give you my price, then we'll do that one. But I just don't talk to people randomly about what is not. So that's the way it works. I'm already seeing myself in Canada soon. Please work on it. It's very, very possible. Don't allow anybody to tell you you cannot do it. It is possible. I was at the airport 2 days ago. People are trooping in. September, we are in September. International student majorly comes in September. Okay? Many of them are also Nigerians, Ghanaians. Go to the University of Manitoba, you see black students there. Go to the University of Ottawa, go to Algonquin College, you see black students there. So who says it can't be you? Who says it can't be your cousin? Who says it can't be your brother? I'm not somebody who is a champion of depopulating Nigeria, but if the place is a shithole, then nobody can force you to stay there. So if you have what it takes, you have the information, and you have the resources, and you feel it is time for you to move, then make that choice. It's your choice. You are the one that will make your life there. You know. So that's that. I don't want to take too much of our time today. I'm so sorry that time is fast spent, but I just feel doing this will give you guys some heads up, some insight. I know some affiliates are not here today, and I know maybe some of you guys can communicate to them with time. But this training is being recorded, and we're going to put it on the affiliate page. Do your business ethically. Refer people to the page if they need further assistance. Tell them to buy the book, then they can get access to Mr. Egede, and therefore we can take it off from there. Don't open an office to promote travel agency. You can do travel agency on your own, but don't use my product to do travel agency, please. I will totally exempt myself from that. So, and that's a disclaimer for me. So, once again, I want to say thank you to everybody for making time out to come here today. It's been my pleasure. Mr. Boyega, thank you so much for the time. And I know we're going to be doing this more often. Very soon, we're going to come up with another thing that we are going to probably bring you guys together. And I forgot to talk about your incentives. You guys don't like money again. Anyway, it's like you guys don't like money again, but your incentive is hosted on the one pager. The one page contains your incentive, and I don't want you to miss your incentive at all. Beyond the 50% commission, there's also a bonus that you guys are getting from me. I'm going to quickly share that so that you can see. Where is the affiliate? Okay, let me quickly go to the affiliate stuff. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that one is logged out. Okay, I'm just going to go open. I actually sent it to you guys, but let me quickly open it from my system so that Mr. Boyega, can you open it from your hand?
Okay, let me
yeah. I know time is going, time has really gone, but I want to talk about the bonus and incentives so that people can have a bigger picture. Because what you guys need to do is to set your goals. Okay, this month, okay, today is already 15, and that's nice, middle of the month. So between the 15th of September to the 30th of September, how many sales can I make? Write it down somewhere. You don't set goals without writing it down. Okay, you can just scroll for me so that you can just scroll up. So the product cost is 37,000. You can still go up a little bit, sir. So your customers are paying 37,000, and you are getting 50% sales commission as an affiliate. That is 18,500. But it does not end there. You can scroll down, sir. So there's something that I call affiliate bonus. And this one runs monthly. This is apart from your commission. So this is how this one works. If you make 30 to 49 sales in a month, then you get an extra 2,500 on each sale. If you do 50 to 99 sales in a month, the extra bonus goes to 3,000 per sale outside your normal commission. And the same thing goes to 100 and above. When we launched this particular product in 2018-2019, just like Mr. Boyega told you, he made hundreds of sales. There's a particular guy, what's his name now? He's one of the athletes. Melody Jonathan. Melody was doing an average of 25 sales per day. Yes, the guy was doing about 25 sales per day at a point. Yes, and I know he made a lot of killing sales with that particular blueprint. So, Mr. Boyega, please scroll down again. So you can now see at a glance okay, let's say you now make 30 sales. Let's say you're able to make 30 sales in a month. And it means that your normal commission on those 30 sales, normal commission of 50% is going to be 555,000. The extra bonus you will make because you have made 30 sales is going to be an extra 75,000. So that altogether on 30 sales in a month, you can make 630,000. So if you're a new affiliate and maybe you are trying to also, you want to run with the big boys in Expertnia, you also want to share your testimonials on Twitter and things like that. This is one product. You see, the beauty of this product is that the market is there. The market is there. This is one of the niche, apart from the money-making niche, this is one niche that everybody wants to plug into it, especially if you know how to communicate it. So imagine if you can make 100 sales in a month, then you can go up. And for some of you who are even considering coming to Canada as a student and whatever, this particular product alone can pay for your tuition fee, can do a lot of things for you if that's what your plan. So, but just like I said, so if you make this particular sale, and I want to make this very clear so that it doesn't become an issue. So let's say between today, 15th of September, and 30th of September, because that's the end of the cycle. The cycle ends at the end of each month. So let's say Chioma makes 30 sales between today, or maybe since we launched the program, beginning of September, maybe Chioma has made 30 sales. So Chioma will get a 55 Sheba will get our 555,000 from Expartner. The way Expartner has been paying you. The 75,000 bonus is going to be paid by me. And it will be paid by the 15th of the following month, just because of documentation, accounting process, and whatever. Okay, and that I have that understanding with Expartner, and I'm not trying to brag, but I will not run away with your money. It's very, very impossible. I don't do that. For those who know me, they will tell you that. So the 75,000 will be paid to you by the 15th of the following month, so that I can have enough time to collate everything, do some documentation from my own end here, because I have to get some document from Expartner to also, so that my accounting process, so that you are not expecting the 75,000 at the same time that Expartner paid you 55,000. Okay, so that's what I'm just trying to explain there. So that Expartner commission will be paid to you as you guys get it, but the bonus from the sales of this particular product, especially when you meet those targets, will be paid to you by the 15th of the following month that you made those sales. And I will send you a personal letter, a personal mail, to let you know that you have qualified for social number amount of incentive. And you can also double check at your own net. I'm saying, I made 35 sales, so you said 30 sales. Then we can double check and balance our books together to know that Mr. Egede is not going to cheat me, or I'm not going to cheat Mr. Egede, and that's what I'm trying to say here. So that's what I just want to quickly show you guys before you go to bed about the commission. So there's a bonus from me, and there's also a commission from Expartner. So both together, when you put them together, they are great things that you can use to do a lot of things. So, and don't limit yourself. Don't think you can make 100 sales in a month. Just like I told you, that guy was doing an average of 25 sales in a day when we launched that particular product there. So a lot of things is very, very possible. It all depends on the bigger picture that you are seeing in your head and how fast you want to run with this. So thank you so much for the time, Sabu. I really appreciate your effort in this direction. Can doctors and nurses, let me quickly answer this question. Can doctors and nurses go ahead and buy this product? They are human beings now. How much is a doctor paid in Nigeria? A consultant in Nigeria gets a consultant doctor in Nigeria. That's a consultant. I'm talking about those people who have gone to their college of, I don't know what they call that college. A consultant doctor gets between 450,000 and 750,000, depending on seniority in Nigeria. And when you convert that to Canadian dollar, how much would that be? I'm just trying to give you an insight so that you know that it's not good money for the number of years they spend in school. So if you 750,000 naira divided by 550, so that's about $1,363 per month in Canada. Any idiot can make that amount of money in Canada. Any idiot. So what the consultant will make in a month in Nigeria, after spending years of reading and working, and that's a senior consultant, the guy who is doing just a counter job at Walmart, we make much more than that in a month. So that is it. So doctors too need money, and they need a good life. Nurses too need, and they pay them very well here. Once they're able to get their licensing together, they pay them extremely very, very well here. My wife is a nurse, so I can attest to that. So yes, they can also use the blueprints if they want to. Can we have your Twitter handle? Of course, I can drop my Twitter handle on Telegram group. I don't do too much on Twitter anyway. I don't tweet that much, but at least you can read through some of the things I've done in the past. And when I'm in the mood, I can also send some other things. But Canada needs them to have Canadian experience, or has that changed? Canada needs them to have Canadian experience. It is normal thing. If a doctor is coming from Ghana to come and practice in Nigeria, he must go through some process before he can practice in Nigeria. These are just normal things. Okay, people come to Canada and they make some issues out of nothing. If you are a nurse in Nigeria, you can't just come to Canada and practice nursing. I can tell you, the nursing in Nigeria is different from the nursing in Canada. And let me use myself as a practical case study. I studied medical laboratory in Nigeria. I practiced in Nigeria for 10 years before I came to Canada. When I came to Canada, and I entered the hospital, or when I started after doing all my certification, writing all my exam, and I entered the laboratory, I was lost. I was lost. I did not know what to touch until they put me through. Then don't let us deceive ourselves. You can read so many things on YouTube or whatever. People can see what they want. They don't want you to come and keep people here. So if you are a nurse, you must be a nurse that knows, because people here can sue the hospital for a terrible practice from a nurse who was not well trained. You can't be a doctor in Nigeria that a doctor will be talking to you as if he's the one that gave birth to you. My sister-in-law was sharing something with me. Somebody wants to give birth in Nigeria, and the doctor was like, open your leg, open your leg. Is that how they talk to people? That's how they talk to people. When you are sick here and you go to the hospital, sometimes you feel like dying because of the way you are treated. They give you special treatment, because if they don't treat you very well, thank you for that medical negligence. If they don't treat you very well, you can sue them to court. People know their rights here. So if a doctor in Nigeria needs to go through to pass exam to get the normal Canadian experience, isn't that the one that will collect his bounty salary at the end of the month once he starts working? He won't share the money with me now. So they want to be so sure that you know what you are doing, so that you don't convert the hospital to an abattoir. Nobody wants their doctors to kill people here. So these are very, very things. Some of these doctors have a tight schedule and may not be able to go through the guide, but are ready to get it so that they can get a professional service. We do render it to them, as long as they're my Canadian relocation blueprint first. Once they enter, that is the door, that's the access door for them. If they enter through that and they don't want to use that to get across to me, why not? They have paid their money, and at that time I can charge them for whatever they want from me. So I learned that UK gives nurses free accommodation. I'm not in UK now. Does this happen in Canada too? No. Canada is not UK. What UK is doing now, UK needs to, they know Nigerians. And the people that go to UK from Nigeria as nurses, let me tell you the truth, they are not going to the UK to practice nursing now. There are different levels of nursing practice in the Western world. There's something they call healthcare support. Healthcare, you call them healthcare aid. There's PSW, personal support worker. There's a licensed practical nurse. Before you now get to RN, registered nurse. UK will never, and I repeat it, the United Kingdom will never give a Nigerian nurse an RN position just because you migrated. It will never happen. It will also never happen in the US. I have people in the UK who are nurses in Nigeria. They start at that lower level. They start as an healthcare aide. They start at that lower level. They don't go there to start practicing nursing. If you know anybody and you're on this particular meeting, you know anybody who was a nurse in Nigeria and got to the UK and started practicing nursing, drop your number to me and I will give you a call. That's a lie. It's not going to happen. Okay? So does a retired nurse of 65 years stand any chance of working in Canada? If she's in Canada, she can do something, but she will still have to go through certification. The age does not matter. You have to be registered. You have to be, these are called regulated professions. They are given license to practice. So if you misbehave, they will withdraw that license. They can't just say because you have worked in Nigeria for 65 years, come and work in Canada. You can come to Canada and get other jobs. And if you still want to practice nursing, there are nurses in Canada that were called back after retirement due to COVID, and they were working fine. Procedures must be followed. Thank you so much, Olivia. Okay, I think if you continue to take these questions, we'll be here till 2024. And I know there are so many other things that you guys want to know, but time will not permit us to continue to stay. I want to say thank you to everybody for making time out to be here. And I want to assure you guys that I'm always available to help you guys out. I want to make sure that everything you guys need, we can make them possible for you. So we're going to call it a day here. And from there, if you have any other concern, if you have any other questions, you can shoot me an email. And on the Telegram group too, we're always there, myself, Mr. Boyega. If I'm not responding immediately, just know that probably I'm busy somewhere. But I want to commend what you guys are doing. You can do much more, and I want us to be very positive-minded, because your mindset is also very, very important. And because your mindset is very important, you need to see the bigger picture from your own mind. So when you think people will not buy your product, people will definitely not buy your product. But when you wake up every morning and you believe that you have the right product in your hand, all you just need to do is to be very positive, do what you need to do your promotion ethically, and the sky will just be a starting point. Thanks so much for taking time out tonight. And I want to say thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy your night and see you guys later. Bye.